Lawyers, I'm sorry, but it's time to have the conversation that you've been burying your head in the sand about, that you've been neglecting. It's about niching down. I have 30 conversations a week with law firms that come through and want to work with us. That I get it. You want to get into the injury space because there's money in it. It's America. God bless you. Go get that bag. But it's brutally competitive. And something that you have to understand, and I know that you tell me that you understand, but the 1% of the market is dictating what happens underneath it. That 1% of the market is willing to spend whatever it takes to suppress your voice. That means they're willing to buy every single billboard, they're willing to buy every single Facebook ad, they're willing to buy every single pay-per-click ad, invest whatever it takes in SEO so you don't get a single lead or a single case, because they know at a macro level, one lead could be millions of dollars, and they want to hoard all that for themselves and not let you get that one lead. So they're going to keep spending and spending and spending to suppress you and push you down. And it just seems like on a daily basis, we're getting more criminal defense, family law that want to get into the injury space, and they're overwhelmed by the cost, by the competition. And when I bring it up about niching down, you guys don't want to hear it. And I get it. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of ego thing when it comes to being a general personal injury attorney. But in this video, I'm going to give you 4 data-driven, concrete reasons why you should really consider niching down. If you're doing less than $5 million in your revenue, even if you're doing more, you should niche down. So let's jump on over to my computer and I'm going to show you why. So the first thing that I want to show you here, this is from Google AdWords, and I gave it 3 very broad keywords: personal injury attorney, car accident attorney, and nursing home neglect attorney. What you see right here is the average monthly search volume, and this is national, so this is more of an addressable market thing than your local market, because that will probably vary different. This is more of a conversation starter for you to understand why you should niche down. And the first thing that's probably jumping out at you is the volume. Injury, accident, massive searches, and they're constantly coming in as well. Nursing home, not so much. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to make the argument of why you should focus on nursing home neglect. And I'm not saying specifically nursing home neglect. This is just one example of many niches that you could take within the injury and accident space. It's really, like I said, more to get the juices flowing in your head and for you to come onto my side, because I'm here to help you make money, and I'm here to help you make money fast. So when we scroll over here to the right-hand side, what you see is the top of page bid, high range, low range. The low range, ignore it, because if you're not first, just like Ricky Bobby said, you are last. So we focus on the high bid here. You can see here that for a personal injury, you're looking at $258 per click, not per call, not per case, per click. Car accident, $369 per click, and then nursing home neglect, $112 per click. So right off rip, there's a significant cost difference here. Now you might say, oh, that's because injury and accidents make more money. Maybe, but let's go through the full economics of it, because it's not just about the front end click, because for every one of these clicks, you're probably only going to convert 1 out of 5, maybe 1 out of 4. So you're looking at per phone call, $1,000 to $1,500. You're looking at $1,200 to $1,800 per call. For here, you're looking at $400 to $600 per call. So per call, you're already significantly less. Now that's only per call. You still have to convert those into clients, into paying customers. So let's say your intake is on point and you're converting 1 out of 4 of those phone calls into clients. So per client here, what's called your customer acquisition cost, your CAC, you're looking at around anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 for injury, $3,000 to $5,000 for accident, and $1,200 to $1,600 for nursing home. Now, the beautiful thing about niching down is that your conversion rate goes up. Why? Because if you put yourself in the shoes of a customer, and you're searching for this term here, nursing home neglect attorney, and you get ads from a personal injury lawyer and one who specifically does nursing home neglect. First and foremost, which one are you going to click on? Here, I'll answer that for you. Second of all, if you call 2 firms and one of them is a general personal injury, all their content is general, and this one is everything tailored specifically to nursing home neglect, who are you going to go with? You're going to go with the nursing home neglect. So this front end number here, right, is already cheaper, but the back end number, which is the one that matters the most, which is your customer acquisition cost, is going to go down. So you could be looking at customer acquisition anywhere from $500 to $700 per client here, because your conversion rate is just going to go up. People are naturally going to want to work with you. And this is a perfect example of what I talk about all the time. Sometimes you have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. Yes, you feel like you're taking a step back in volume, in ego, and whatever else you think by niching down here, but you're taking 2 giant steps forward because your cost is immediately going down and the specialization is going up. More people are going to gravitate and want to work to you, just like with Ara. agency here. We only work with law firms. If you're seeking marketing service, so you're going to want to work with somebody who does SEO for anyone and everyone, or who only works with law firms, because we know the nuances of your business, the inner workings of your business. I mean, look at the conversation I'm having with you here about economics of your business. No other agency is going to be able to do that, because I'm so in depth into your business model that I add another level of insight to your business, and you're going to want to work with us. Just like here too, if you only do this or you specialize in doing this, people are going to naturally gravitate to you. So that's number one. Cost goes down, and number two, conversion rates go up. Now, you might be hung up on the volume here. You might be like, hey, this isn't enough, Ryan. I know this is national too, so we're probably looking at what, 5 to 10% of that at a local level. Well, we come over here to a keyword research tool. And what this keyword research tool allows us to do is look at other tangential searches off of that. So related keywords, similar keywords, and what you're looking at here is just one keyword. But when we start to stack all these different searches that are all directly focused, it adds up very quickly. So there's plenty of volume, especially again, if you're doing less than $5 million a year in revenue, there's plenty of volume here. And this is, again, conversion focused keywords, but then we start stacking content-based keywords. When we start building videos and FAQ content and capturing all these searches, the traffic is there. Trust me, in all of these niches in the injury space, it is there. There is so much opportunity even in the niches. So the volume is still there. And then we come over here and we type this into Google. So we type in nursing home neglect law firm Miami, right? If you can rank here in this maps pack, you're printing money. This maps pack right here, for any localized, it only shows up for localized searches. So if you show up for it, it just dominates, right? It takes up the whole screen. There's a map, there's reviews, all this different stuff. You're looking at anywhere from 50 to 100 phone calls per month organically for free just by ranking in this maps pack. And look at the first one here, senior justice law firm, specialized. He only works with seniors and he only works in this space. And we scroll down and we see accident and we see general personal injury. So this guy with 14 reviews is beating out a law firm with 274 reviews, and reviews are the number one rank factor here. So this is Google telling us, hey, you should probably specialize, because people want to see this. People want to work with specialists, so much so that he is ranking number one for this term, probably much quicker, much faster, and much stickier. So again, the costs are less, the competition is less, the speed to results are more, the conversion rates are higher. And the last piece here is layering on audience. So when we think about general personal injury, right, it's easy to just get stuck in search engine marketing, because people are going in, they're putting themselves in market, they're telling us exactly what they want by what they're searching for. All we have to do is show up, get an ad, get a phone call, we can get a client. But if we want to scale this, if we want to turn this into an entire business around this, then we got to think bigger. We got to think multi-channel. And if you want to take personal injury accident and run it on Facebook, run it on any other platform, how do you target the people? How do you know who's been impacted by personal injury? That's such a broad thing. So what ends up happening is you put up ads that are very general. Been in an accident. Have you been hurt? Slip and fall, whatever that looks like. And what happens is people see that on their feed. They're like, oh, I can make money off this. Let me call them up. So yeah, you can generate leads that way, but they're going to be very low quality because the people aren't qualified. You don't know who you're talking to. You're just taking a shotgun and you're spraying it. It's like putting a billboard, but on social media. So yeah, you're going to generate leads, but they're going to be very low quality. You're probably going to burn out your intake team. You're probably going to waste a lot of money and waste a lot of time. Now, if you're specialized, when it comes to something like nursing homes, we can derive a demographic and audience from that. We can ask and sit down and say, okay, let's say you did 100 cases last year in nursing home neglect. Who was calling you? Who was that person? I guarantee you it's probably gonna be somebody from 40 to 60 who's calling about their parents, because the people in nursing homes don't have the technological ability, God bless them, to do the searches on their own. So it's probably their children, right? And those people are usually in the age range of 40 to 60 or 70. So we're talking to those people. And what we can also do is we can get a list of all the nursing homes in your state. We can draw a 5-mile radius around it, and we can upload that directly to Facebook. And then we can layer on the demographic targeting on top of that. And now we can do hyper-specific messaging. Is your parent in a nursing home? Did you know XYZ? Right? Now we have hyper-specific messaging going to a hyper-specific audience with very, very detailed geolocations on top of that. So now you can start to see how a marketing plan and a marketing strategy that actually works, that's actually tailored to your business, instead of just taking this general personal injury shotgun approach. And I see this all the time. I'm like begging and pleading. If you're watching this video, please call us, contact us, because we can help you go through this process. We can do this research for you. We can look at your local market. We can look at actual data, see what people are searching for, see what type of cases have come through, and we can help you to pick a niche. Because I promise you, we work with so many injury attorneys, and I beg and I plead them to pick a niche, but I don't know if it's an ego thing, or if it's a stubbornness thing, or if it's a he said, she said, and I want to stick to this type of thing. But I promise you, I'm here to help you make money. I only make money if you make money, so I wouldn't be making these recommendations if they did not work. If you specialize, your costs are going to go down. There's less competition. The results will be faster. You can actually target an audience, and your conversion rate's going to go up because you're a specialist. So I actually promise there's actually 5 reasons to niche. So if you need help with any of this, please, there's a link below, take you direct to my calendar. You and I will sit down, we'll talk about your law firm, talk about your business, and we'll talk about how you can specialize, so then we can build a very tailored marketing approach that's actually going to bring in business, and it's not going to waste your time. You're not going to have to spend $20,000 a month just to get it done. Hit the link below. Hopefully we'll talk soon.